Hazel Grace Lancaster, a name that stays with you. She's 16. She's living with terminal cancer, thyroid cancer that has metastasized to her lungs. She needs an oxygen tank to breathe. She doesn't go to school anymore. Her life revolves around medications, doctor's appointments, and trying not to be a burden to her parents. Hazel is smart, very smart. She reads constantly, especially a strange, obscure novel called An Imperial Affliction, a book that ends mid-sentence. Just like life. Messy. Incomplete. Hazel is also emotionally guarded. She doesn't want to make friends. She doesn't want to fall in love. She knows she's a grenade, a ticking time bomb that will eventually destroy everything around her when she dies. That belief is the core of her emotional defense system. But life doesn't always respect our walls. Enter Augustus Waters, 17, former basketball player, cancer survivor. Diagnosed with osteosarcoma, lost his leg. But he walks with confidence, with style. He has this spark, this defiance of fate. Augustus isn't afraid of death. What he's afraid of is oblivion, of being forgotten, of living a life that doesn't matter. Their meeting happens in a support group, ironically called the Literal Heart of Jesus. Augustus comes to support his best friend, Isaac, who is going blind from eye cancer. Hazel comes because her mom makes her. But when Augustus locks eyes with Hazel for the first time, something shifts. He stares at her, really stares, not with pity, not with sympathy, but with fascination, admiration, like he sees her, really sees her. And Hazel? She's both annoyed and intrigued. Who is this boy who speaks in metaphors, who puts a cigarette between his lips but never lights it? You put the killing thing right between your teeth, but you don't give it the power to do its killing. That's Augustus. Their story unfolds slowly at first. Text messages, phone calls, a lot of witty, sharp conversations. They trade favorite books. Hazel gives him An Imperial Affliction, and he devours it. But like Hazel, he's haunted by the book's ending. He wants to know what happens after the final page. And this is where Augustus reveals he still has his wish, a cancer charity gift that grants one big dream. Instead of meeting a celebrity or visiting Disneyland, Augustus uses his wish to take Hazel to Amsterdam. Why? To meet Peter Van Houten, the reclusive author of An Imperial Affliction, and ask him the questions that have tormented Hazel for years. So they go. Amsterdam is magical. They walk along the canals. They visit the Anne Frank house. They kiss for the first time in that museum, surrounded by the memory of history, survival, and resilience. It's poetic. It's unforgettable. It's infinite in that one moment. But when they meet Van Houten, everything falls apart. He's cruel, drunk, mean. He insults them. He refuses to talk about the book. It's one of the most emotionally crushing scenes in the novel. Hazel is shattered. Her idol turns out to be a broken man, not a wise sage. But in that pain, something else emerges. Clarity. Hazel and Augustus realize that not all stories need clean endings. That sometimes we don't get answers. Sometimes life just stops, like a sentence left hanging, like breath cut short. And then comes the twist that rips everything apart. Augustus is sick, again. The cancer has returned. It's everywhere, terminal. And suddenly Hazel, the girl who didn't want to love, is watching the boy she loves disappear. Augustus becomes weaker every day. The confident swagger fades. The body fails. The fire dims. And yet, even as he deteriorates, he keeps loving her. He keeps smiling. He keeps joking. Because he knows his days are numbered, but he wants those days to count. In one of the most heartbreaking scenes in modern literature, Augustus asks Hazel and Isaac to read eulogies for him, while he's still alive. A pre-funeral. He wants to hear how he'll be remembered. Hazel tells him, "You gave me a forever within the numbered days." That line, that single line has become a symbol of tragic romance, a quote tattooed on hearts around the world. Then, Augustus dies. Quietly. Beautifully. Unfairly. Hazel is left with grief. But also, something more. A letter. Augustus had written to Van Houten before his death, asking for help, not for himself, but for Hazel. In the letter, Augustus says Hazel was not a grenade. She was a miracle, a force, She mattered. She changed him. She made his life meaningful. Now let's talk about the deeper layers of the novel. This isn't just a sad love story. It's a deeply philosophical book packed with meaning. Key themes and keywords, mortality and meaning. The characters are obsessed with death, but even more so with what happens before death. What does it mean to live a full life? Love and pain. Pain demands to be felt. That's one of the central lines in the book. Love hurts, loss hurts, but that doesn't mean... From a writing perspective, John Green's style is powerful. Fast-paced dialogue, deep metaphors, philosophical questions inside teenage conversations, dark humor mixed with heartbreaking realism. He doesn't write cancer kids as saints. He writes them as real, angry, funny, confused, hopeful, broken, brilliant. The Fault in Our Stars in pop culture. The novel was a global phenomenon. It topped bestseller lists. It was translated into over 50 languages. It inspired fan art, tattoos, playlists, memes, even marriage proposals. The film adaptation in 2014, starring Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort, became a box office hit. Fans flooded theaters, tissues in hand, ready to cry for Hazel and Augustus. Strong keywords. Recap, woven throughout. Young adult fiction, best love story books, books about death and meaning, sad book recommendations, emotional young adult novels, inspiring fiction books, best-selling YA books, deep books to read, romantic book analysis, tragic romance books, unforgettable book characters, John Green love story, Hazel Grace Lancaster, Augustus Waters quotes The Fault in Our Stars explained. Final thoughts. The Fault in Our Stars is more than a novel. It's a reminder that life is fragile, but love is powerful. That even when we are broken, we can still choose to give and receive love. That some infinities, no matter how brief, change us forever. It teaches us that sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones that don't last forever, but leave a mark that never fades. So if you're looking for a book that will break your heart and heal it at the same time, this is it.